Greetings, Earthlings. I hope your day is going well. For me, it's 118 degrees. So it's hot, but I wanted to come on here and just chat with you for a minute. I'm probably going to be doing a lot more of these because I don't know if you saw my last video where I spoke about being born in the hood, but there's just a lot. It's like really it doesn't really matter. You're going to always experience something different than someone else because it's always from your perspective. But I wanted to talk to you guys, men and women. However, this question came to me from my son about a woman, and um, I can relate. And so I know that there are more people here that will be able to relate. And I'm not even just women. I know men can relate to this too. But something my son said to me, and he said he has a lot of female friends. He's just such a charming guy, and they all want to talk to him and dump all of their shit on him when it comes to the stuff that they've gone through with their boyfriends or what they're currently going through. And he asked me, Mom, why do girls keep getting back with a guy that cheated on them or that did them wrong in some kind of way? And it hurt my heart because I can relate to that. As a teenager, growing up in the hood, I had a boyfriend. He was like my first love, and he cheated on me so much. And I allowed myself at the time to just continue to be with him. It's like that's how low my self esteem was. Because at the end of the day, you deserve better. And so I told him, unfortunately, that's a lot of women and young girls do that. I was like, it happens with men, but it's not as common for a man to take the woman back. I told him that men's their emotions they're set up differently. It's not only just a blow to their ego, it's a blow to anybody's ego. But I think a man's ego in general is bigger than a woman's. There's this machismo. I think I'm saying it right. There's this machoism that comes along with being a man. And then, yeah, they're just not emotionally equipped to handle certain things like women are. And so it just made me want to come on here and just kind of talk to you because at the end of the day, when I started really just thinking about it and thinking about the things that we put up with in life, period, men or women, but when it comes specifically to how we get treated, um, oftentimes as women, we take it. We dismiss the behavior. We have even gone so far as to tell ourselves, if I hadn't have done this or I hadn't have done that. But growing up where I did in South Central LA, there was a lot of domestic violence, a lot of domestic abuse, and you would think as a child like this is the worst thing ever, but then 3 weeks later you see that couple going on with life like he didn't put her in the hospital or that he didn't give her a black eye. And so, I started learning as I grew up that women give themselves reasons to stay. And unfortunately, some of these women end up dead because they got out and they went back. And so it to me, I just kind of realized it goes deeper than it's not just surface level. And so I kind of want to lead that into what's your story about yourself? What do you tell yourself? How do you feel about yourself? What do you tell other people about yourself with your experiences and why you allow certain behaviors around you? What are your beliefs about yourself? We all have limiting beliefs. I know I do. Even um, to this day. And it's something that was embedded in me. If you've listened to me or followed my story at all, then you know that I grew up being overweight and being ridiculed by the people closest to me who are supposed to love me and support me and nurture me. And that's my family, my grandmother, my cousins, my aunts, and then forget about the friends. So I grew up believing that I was a fat girl. I was overweight, but I wasn't astronomical. I wasn't morbidly obese. But that took me into my adult life, where as an adult, even now, from then till now, have lost 70 pounds. I still have body image issues. And ultimately, I know that I'm a beautiful person, but I still have my insecurities when it comes to my body. And so I guess that's kind of the story I tell when it comes to maybe even the type of man that I think I deserve, or the type of man that I should attract, or, just where you are in your life, period. Like, what is the story that you're telling yourself? Why are you staying in these situations that you don't deserve to be in? Why are you staying with the people that don't deserve you? Why are you staying on these jobs that don't treat you like what you're worth, or not paying you your worth? What is your story to yourself? And that's the focus of this video. And so, my son went through his first breakup, his first girlfriend and his first breakup. And I was there the whole way, just kind of talking to him asking me questions, what he should do, what she said, this, that, and the other. And the thing that I am so proud of is that when he realized that she was up to no good, he was done. He didn't go back. He had a moment where he's like, dang, is this really happening? And what do you think? And once he realized that it was a wrap, he walked away. There was no residual effects, like, oh, well, her bad, I'm moving on. Because I remember asking him about it later on, like, do you think about this person, or how are you feeling about that? And he's like, whatever, Mom, I'm good on that, So, and it's something that we should learn at that age and even younger. We did teach him not to care about what people think. Do you, be you, don't be embarrassed. And luckily he listened, because that's how he lives. He doesn't care about what people think, to the point where he don't even care about what me and his dad thinks when it comes to certain things. But back to the point, what are your limiting beliefs about yourself? Do you believe that you deserve to be abused? Do you believe that if you don't take this person back, that you won't find someone new? Do you believe you suck at that job and you can't get another job, and that's the best thing you have to offer? Even with me in business, I've told myself many times, people don't want to hear what I have to say. That's a limiting belief. That's a story that I keep telling myself. And so it's going to manifest. You're going to feel that way. And it's probably, there's no truth to it. So something that I want you to think about, being raised in South Central LA in the hood, they don't have these kinds of conversations in general. So if you're here and you have children and they're at that age where they can understand this conversation, have the conversation with them. Forget about what you didn't know when you were younger. You know it now, and you have the opportunity to share that and prevent your child from putting up with crap that they don't have to, whether it's from a job or from a mate or in life, period. It's your job as the parent to instill, just constantly tell them, like that movie, The Help. Remember when she kept telling the little girl, I am beautiful, I am kind, I am worth it, whatever those words were. Those were affirmations that she instilled in that little girl every single day. And that's what we should be doing with our children, because that didn't happen with me. I didn't get taught I got ridiculed when I took a boyfriend back. My aunt and my grandmother, they talked about me. There was no, this is how a woman should be. There wasn't that kind of education when it came to my value and my worth and what I deserve. And even just growing up and seeing some of these same women put up with abuse and neglect and all of these other things, and still allowing these people to be in their lives and making excuses for them, or feeling like, I can't do any better, or this is what I deserve. That is not true. Get rid of your limiting beliefs. Whatever you think they are and they're not serving you, figure out a way to get rid of them. Affirmations work. You have to put the energy behind it. You can't just say the words just to be saying the words. And then if that's how it starts, cool. They say act as if, then do that. And then eventually those words will resonate with you, and you'll wear it as a badge of honor, and you'll realize, I do deserve good. I do deserve better. I don't deserve to be mistreated. I do deserve to be paid more, and it'll help. It'll work. One day you'll look up and you'll realize that you've gotten yourself out of these situations that don't serve you anymore. So, yeah, that's all. Thank you for listening. Please subscribe to this channel. Share this with someone who you think needs to hear it. And if you are the person who's on the outside looking in, you have a family member who you see is getting their ass beat all the time or getting cheated on all the time, try and do your best to plant the seed without fussing at the person, without calling them names, without telling them they're stupid and why are you with them, and you know what I mean? Be encouraging. Just constantly tell the person they're enough and they're worth better. Be a positive support system, because ridiculing somebody, that never works. That never works. So, yeah, I'm glad that I grew out of that, because I think for me, it was like my first love, and I have this guy and he's into me, and I just didn't feel like I deserved better, I guess. For some reason, I just didn't think something better could come along. I don't know why I put up with it. And I've put up with things. This was when I was like 17. So things have happened to me even after that, where I put up with stuff that I shouldn't have. But eventually now, no. I'll be single as a Pringle, as they say, before I am with someone or in an environment or a situation that is not making me comfortable or that I don't think serves me. I am constantly telling myself, or I'm constantly reminding myself to stop telling the story of nobody wants to hear what you have to say, because that's not true. I always like to say, if I helped at least one person, then I did my job. So get rid of those limiting beliefs. Recognize who you are and value yourself first. Constant self-love and affirmations, and walk away. If it's not serving you and you don't feel good about it, walk away. That is exactly how I am now. I am not in any environment I am not comfortable in. And that could be why sometimes outside of the homeless period that I went through, my ass will pack my shit and leave. I will move, I will run. Yes, some people say that I'm a runner. Yeah, I am running from uncomfortable situations that don't serve me in a heartbeat. I'm not ashamed to say that. So I am done. I will get off of my soapbox now. I hope you found value in this. And if you have children in your life, if you have teenager daughters or sons or whatever you feel the need to share this and use these words on somebody, please do, because sometimes that's all people need, is to know that they have support. So thank you. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram. The page is currently called the Earthy Oasis, but as you can see, I've changed the name of this page to A Plant-Based Foodie, because that is that works better for me and what it is that I want to do. So thank you. Subscribe, like, share, all of that good stuff, and enjoy your day. Try to stay cool wherever you are, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.